Ladies, you want to know how to get your man to stop cheating? Stop trying so hard to get your man to stop cheating. Yeah, I said that. Stop checking his phone. Stop putting them damn air tags in his car trying to track his location down. Stop looking to see who following him on social media. Stop trying to figure out who he talking to. Stop competing with every single woman that walk past him. And you got to stop thinking that if you become prettier, sexier, cook more, do more, love him harder, that somehow you're going to be able to love the cheating out of this man. Because this right here is something that y'all ain't realized yet. You ain't realized this yet. See, you done spent so much time trying to stop that man from losing you that you forgot how to make him scared of losing you. See, every time that you catch him cheating, what you do? You gonna cry, argue, threaten to leave. He gonna apologize. He gonna tell you, hey, babe, I promise it ain't gonna never happen again. And you gonna take him back. And eventually, everything gonna go right back to normal. So let me ask y'all something. Let me ask you, what did cheating actually cost him? What did it cost him? Because he cheated and he still got you. He still got your love. He still got your loyalty. He still got your body. He still got your support. He still got every single thing that came with being your man. Baby, you ain't taught him nothing. You ain't taught him nothing. Nah, let me take that back. You did. You taught him how much it costs to cheat on you. And apparently he can afford it. And ladies, I'm telling y'all this as a man. As a man, he don't always believe that you're replaceable when he cheat on you. Nah, sometimes he just gotta believe that you're gonna forgive him. And see, those are two completely different conversations. Because some men, they know exactly what they got at the crib. They know what they got back home. He know he got a good woman. He know that you loyal. He know that you gonna always hold him down. He know that you gonna always have his back. He knows this. That's why he don't want to lose you. He don't want to lose you. But he also believes that, oh man, she loved me so much. She ain't going nowhere. Now that man, he can start gambling with something valuable because he don't believe that he really can lose it. But see, that's what we gonna fix today, ladies. We gonna fix that today. Not him, you. Because becoming uncheatable, it don't mean that ain't nobody ever gonna try you or cheat on you again. Becoming uncheatable, it means that trying you, cheating on you is gonna come with consequences. And by the end of this episode, some of y'all gonna realize that your biggest problem ain't that you don't know how to keep a man. Nah, it's that somewhere along the way, you became so scared of losing that man that you stopped being scared to lose yourself. Welcome to the Uncheatable Files. Oh, and this is still the Hustle Reset. Now, you got to stop making that cheating, when that man cheat on you, your insecurity. Because every time somebody cheat on you, you start investigating yourself. You start looking in the mirror and asking yourself, damn, did I gain more weight? Was we not having enough sex? Was I working too much? Am I getting older? Is my skin drying up? And then guess what you do after you ask yourself these questions? Then you go find her. You start doing all this investigative work. You find her Instagram, you zooming in on her pictures, you looking at her body, you looking at her hair, you looking at her clothes. You done found out where this bitch work. You know which floor she work on, which department she work in, everything. You know how old she is. You probably know her social security number. And then you start asking yourself, what the hell does she got that I don't have? Listen, maybe it's nothing. Sometimes she ain't prettier than you. Sometimes she ain't smarter than you. She ain't better than you in no shape, form, or fashion. Nah, sometimes she was just available when your man's discipline went. And then he made the decision. But you standing in the mirror trying to figure out what's wrong with you. Make that make sense. Matter of fact, let me make it make sense for you. That's why y'all watching me. I'm about to make it make sense for you. Ladies, Stop asking what she had that you didn't have, because sometimes, like I said, you're not missing nothing. She just met your man at the moment that his character was missing. You wasn't missing, his character was missing. And let me give y'all another thing. I'm gonna give you another thing. Don't let a man's lack of discipline become your lack of self-esteem. Nah, his decision, it don't automatically mean that you deficient. Nah, that's not what it means. He made the decision. You still fire, baby. You still pressure. And listen, you cannot outperform a man's appetite for having multiple women, because see, some of y'all will catch a man cheating and you'll automatically start auditioning for the relationship that you already in. You're gonna start cooking more, you're gonna start cleaning more, you're gonna start having sex with that man more, you're gonna start going to the gym more. Now ain't nothing wrong with going to the gym more. I encourage y'all to do it. But you're gonna start buying more lingerie, you're gonna start doing more things in the bedroom that you wouldn't necessarily do, because you thinking if I give him everything that he wants, then he won't have a reason to cheat. But listen to me loud and clear, ladies. You cannot sex a man down enough that ain't got no character. You can't cook loyalty into that man. You can't get pretty enough to remove the temptation from this man, because sometimes cheating, it ain't about what that man missing back at the crib. Nah, sometimes it's about something that's inside of him, not knowing when enough is enough. You can't outperform a man's appetite that's never gonna get satisfied. That's why some men, they can have a beautiful woman back at the crib, but they gonna still want another beautiful woman and another beautiful woman. They could be getting good sex at home, but they still gonna want to go out and find sex somewhere else. Yeah, they can have somebody that love them to life, love them to death, but he's still gonna be chasing validations from strangers, man. At some point, ladies, you gotta stop asking, what am I not giving him? And you know what you gotta start asking? You gotta start asking, why is nothing ever enough for him? Those are two different questions that you gotta start asking, because they two completely different questions. And you gotta stop being that man probation officer. Stop being this probation officer, because some of y'all not girlfriends and y'all not even wives no more. Y'all are private investigators. Location on, Apple Watch connected, iPad probably synced up. You got his Instagram password, you got his Facebook password, you know who followed him on Tuesday, you know who unfollowed him on Wednesday, you know who liked this picture on Thursday, you know every single thing about this man. His phone could vibrate at 2:13 in the morning and both your eyes gonna open and you're gonna be looking at his phone at 2:13 like, who is that? Nah, man, I know you gotta be exhausted. I know that gotta be exhausted, because you're trying to do something that's impossible. You trying to personally prevent another grown human being from making a decision. Baby, if you gotta watch that man every single second to keep him faithful, he ain't faithful. He being supervised. That's what he is. He's being supervised. If you gotta stop your man from cheating, your man already ain't faithful. You just got better security. You just better at being a security guard than he is at being sneaky. You feel me? All right, listen. Why you spending your whole life watching him? Let me ask you this. Who watching you? Who building your dreams? Who protecting your peace? Who's working on you? See, you done made a full-time job out of trying to keep this man faithful, and ain't nobody even paying you for it. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta focus on yourself. And one thing that you gotta stop doing, you gotta stop giving so many last chances. You gotta stop giving them so many last chances. If you cheat again, I'm leaving. He cheat, you stay. Alright, if you do it one more time, I promise you I'm done. He do it again, you stay. Alright, this your last chance. Baby, how many last chances are you gonna get this man? How many last chances do this man got? Because apparently it seems like he got unlimited refills on last chances. And I'm not telling every single woman that you gotta leave after he make one mistake. But if you do decide to leave, hey baby, that's your decision. But if you decide to stay, it's cool, because you know what? People, they mess up. People change. Relationships, they recover. But this right here, this what can't happen. You can't Your words can't keep saying one thing and then your actions keep saying another one. Because eventually, he ain't listening to what you saying no more. Nah, he watching what you do. Actions speak louder than words. Every time you promise a consequence and you don't enforce that consequence, you're not strengthening your boundary. You just teaching that man that your boundaries, they can move. That's all that you teaching that man. A boundary without consequences, it ain't nothing but a suggestion. Well, maybe you shouldn't cheat on me. You feel what I'm saying? It's a difference. See, some men, they cheat because they know your ass ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Ladies, I need you to hear this from me, a man. See, some men, they know that you valuable. That's the crazy part. They know that you valuable. He knows this. He knows that you're a great woman. He knows how good that house runs because you in it. He knows what your support like. He love the fact that you support him. He love the way that you support him. He love that you loyal. He knows that replacing you is going to be a hard task to do, man. So why risk it? Because knowing that something is valuable and believing that he can lose it, it's two different things. It's two different things. If every time he crossed the line, you move the line, he gonna start telling himself, oh, it's safe. Not safe in your love, but it's safe in his disrespect. Yeah. The minute that somebody becomes completely convinced that you ain't going nowhere, see, some people, they start taking chances that they wouldn't necessarily have taken if they really knew that you was gonna leave. And I need to be clear on this. I need to be clear. Don't start playing games to try to scare that man. Nah, that's childish. That's childish. You can't be pretending like you gonna leave. Nah, you gotta actually do it. I'm talking about you gotta be a woman who actually knows herself and be able to say, hey, I love you, but you know what? I will survive without you. I will survive. Nah, let me stop. Let me get serious. But listen, this is another thing. You got to stop competing with the other ladies too, with the other women. You got to stop competing with them other women. Ladies, leave her Instagram alone. Like, for real. Because you can spend 6 hours studying that woman and still miss the actual problem. She not your relationship. He is. That man. He the relationship. He the problem. And here's what I need y'all to really understand. You cannot beat every single woman. It's always going to be another woman that's prettier than you. It's always going to be another woman that's younger than you. It's going to be another woman that's thicker than you, that's skinnier than you. It's going to always be another woman that's probably going to have more money than you, somebody that's going to be more available than you, somebody that's just willing to do the things that you just not willing to do. So what you going to do? What you going to do? Are you going to spend the rest of your life trying to defeat every single woman and find your man attractive? Nah, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Nah, you gonna be fighting for your life for the rest of your life. You don't need to be the only beautiful woman that your man sees. You just need to be the only woman that your man loyalty show up for. You feel what I'm saying? See, you can't beat another woman bad enough to fix a man with no discipline. You gotta stop fighting the wrong opponent. You fighting the wrong opponent. And you got to make your life bigger than that man. And see, this right here is where uncheatable really starts. Your relationship should be a part of your life. But it shouldn't be your whole entire life. It shouldn't be your whole entire life, because when one person becomes your whole world, you're going to tolerate almost anything to keep your world from ending. And I swear to your God, that's so dangerous. That is dangerous, baby. You need to go get you a life. You need to go get your life. Go get in the gym. Go start your business. Go start your career. Go back to school. Go find you some friends, man. Go get a hobby. Learn how to sew. Learn how to do something. Start acting or something, man. Go get you some goals. Go find your purpose. You need to find something that make you excited when you wake up in the morning. Something that you can connect to get you out of your head that if your man don't text you back, you're going to fall apart. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not pretending that you don't need nobody, because everybody needs somebody sometimes. Y'all know the song? Yeah, man. If the relationship ends, your life shouldn't end with the relationship. Go get your life, because the most dangerous thing that you can do is love somebody and your character is the whole relationship. And when that man leave, your character leave with it. That's why becoming uncheatable, it starts before somebody cheats on you. You got to build a life that's worth coming home to with or without that man. That's what you got to do, man. And see, I know a lot of y'all women, y'all don't leave because you can't afford to leave. Yeah, we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about money because this part right here is real. This is a real part right here because some women, they know exactly what they should do, but financially, they can't do it. Kids, rent, mortgage, car payment, bills, life, and life be lifing sometimes. Life be lifing. So you know what she say? If he does this again, if he cheat again, if he do me wrong again, I'm gone. But deep down inside, she really started thinking, damn, gone where? That's real. And I'm not making fun of y'all ladies. I promise you, I'm not making fun of y'all. But I'm telling y'all that you need to start building. You need to start saving some money. You need to start building a skill, build a business, build a career. Like I was just saying, you need to do something. You need to do something. Not because you're trying to compete with your man financially. Nah, because sometimes independence, it ain't about leaving. It's about knowing that you staying because you actually got a choice and not because you forced to stay because you can't afford to leave. See, some people, they not staying because they in love. No, they staying because they can't afford to leave. That's all that it is, man. And that's the hard truth. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but hey, it is what it is. Listen, your boundaries, they hit different when you know that you can survive them. Yeah, you're going to really start having boundaries and standing on them when you got some money saved up. And this another thing that y'all got to stop doing. You got to stop falling in love with apologies, man. I'm sorry. Okay. What changed? Hey, baby, I promise I'll never do it again. Okay. But what changed? He got you some flowers. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. He took you on a little vacation. Okay, that's cool. Oh, he texted you a long paragraph explaining to you how sorry he is. That's beautiful. He's standing outside in the rain with one of them old school boom boxes from the 90s. Okay, that's cool. But what changed? Because some people, they amazing at apologizing. They amazing at apologizing. They know exactly what to say. They know exactly when to cry. They should have been an actor. They know exactly when to cry. They know exactly what gift to buy. And then 3 months later, guess what? The same behavior. That same behavior show up. You got to stop judging an apology by how emotional it sounds and start judging it by how expensive the behavior looks after the apology. If that man really and truly sorry, if he really and truly sorry, something should change. Something should change. His habits should change. His boundaries should definitely change. The transparency should change. His decisions should change. Something should change, because an apology without changed behavior is just somebody asking you to feel better while they stay the same. Yeah, rewind that. I know y'all probably need to hear that again. Rewind that, because I'm not saying it again. You can rewind it. And ladies, this another thing. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Don't cheat back. And I know y'all gonna be watching this saying, Mike, well, he cheated on me, I'm gonna get his ass back. No, man, don't cheat back. Do not cheat back, man. Don't do it. I'm telling you this as a man, because listen, think about this. Think about what just happened. Somebody violated your character, right? And somehow you convinced yourself that you need to violate your own character, because if you entertaining other men, knowing good and well that you wouldn't really be doing this, you violating your character, man. Sleeping with somebody just to make your man feel bad, you gonna feel worse after you do it. You know why? Because you still gonna be hurt. It don't change the situation. The situation never changed. The situation still happen. Don't let somebody disrespect you so bad that you start disrespecting yourself in the process, man. Because cheating back, it don't erase what happened. It don't erase what happened. All you got now is just two people that's trying to hurt each other worse than the other person hurt each other. And that is not a relationship. You're not in a relationship no more. You are in revenge with matching keys is what you in. You're not in a relationship. You are in revenge. And ladies, having access to you should have value. Yeah, your time means something. Your loyalty means something. Your support, if you showing up and you supporting this man, it means something. Your body, if you willingly opening up your legs at any time of the day, it means something. Your peace, it means something. Your presence means something. So explain something to me, ladies. Explain this to me. Get in the comments and explain this to me. Why should somebody who repeatedly disrespects you keep getting all of that access to you? Why should they have unlimited access to you after they keep disrespecting you? See? That's where forgiveness be getting confused. So you can forgive somebody, but that don't automatically mean that they still get the same access to you because you forgave them. Nah, you gotta put them on punishment, because forgiveness, it means that I stopped caring what you did, but it shouldn't mean that you should keep carrying that man. Nah. And here go another thing. If disrespect never changed somebody's access to you, then eventually forgiveness is just gonna start feeling like permission. And I know the men watching this, I know they're gonna be like, bro, what the hell wrong with you, bro? Who are you trying to help us, or are you trying to hurt us? Bro, I'm just trying to be real, bro. That's all that it is, man. But listen, ladies, stop announcing your value. Oh, you ain't gonna never find another woman like me. Man, stop saying that bullshit. You gonna regret losing me. I hate when y'all say that. Stop saying that. You don't have to give your value a press conference. It don't need a press conference. If you really that woman, if you really that bitch like you say you are, then just be her. Just be her. Be that woman. Go build your life. Take care of yourself. Handle your candle. Handle your business. Handle your business. Protect your peace. Love correctly. Stand on business. Stand on what you say. Stand on what you say, and let him figure out what losing you costs. Let him figure it out. You ain't gotta convince somebody that losing you is gonna be a hard pill to swallow, man. Nah, man, you don't need to give no speeches. Ain't no speeches required at all, man. It's not. Now, I know y'all probably asking, can a man who cheated, can he change? Yes. Men can change, women can change, people can change. You know why? Because people grow. People realize what they're about to lose. They wake up and they smell the coffee. People, they go get therapy. People, they mature. People, they really deep down inside know how to fix themselves if they really want to fix themselves. But here go the catch though. You can't want somebody to change more than that person want to change. You can't send them enough videos. You can't buy them enough books. You can't find enough counselors. You can't schedule enough therapy sessions. You can't get down on your knees and pray enough. You can't try enough new things. You can't have enough new conversations. You can't cry enough tears. You can't fight enough. You can't do nothing if that person don't want to change. Nah, you can't change somebody if they don't want to change. You just can't do it. I'm sorry. You can't rebuild a relationship with somebody who's standing there watching you carry out the bricks. Nah. If that man want their relationship back, if he really want their relationship back, you let him rebuild it. Let him rebuild it. If the trust was destroyed on his end, then he need to be an active participant in rebuilding that trust. He need to be the number one person trying to rebuild that trust. If he want another chance, let him show you why he deserves another chance. You feel me? You don't need to be pushing harder for the second chance, and you ain't did nothing wrong. Nah, man. Now I know y'all want to know what makes a woman hard to lose, because I know y'all seen the thumbnail. Make him scared to lose you. I know you seen the thumbnail. So what does that actually mean? Now, ladies, it's not about manipulating men. That's not what this is about. It's not about making that man jealous. It ain't about getting another dude. None of that. It ain't about posting yourself half naked on Instagram so he can see how many dudes don't like your pictures. None of that, because all of that stuff right there is just temporary. I'm talking about becoming a woman whose presence adds so much value that your absence is gonna be loud. Yeah, it's gonna be loud, man. Yeah, because he gonna miss that peace. He gonna miss that support. He gonna miss your standards, your confidence. He gonna miss your purpose. He gonna miss everything that you provided to that relationship. You gotta be a woman who a man can love deeply and miss that when you disappear out of his life. See, the hardest thing about replacing a woman, it ain't her being pretty, because prettiness can easily be replaced. The hardest thing about replacing a woman It's her value. What she really brings to the table, what she brings to that man life. See, attention can be replaced. Yeah, but your presence in that home can't be replaced. It can't be replaced. And see, that's something that somebody should be afraid to gamble with. Your value. Forget all of that pretty stuff and all of that. Now, I gotta apologize because I told y'all that I could do something and I lied. I lied. At the beginning of the episode, I told y'all that I was gonna teach y'all how to make your man stop cheating. I lied. I can't do that. Matter of fact, nobody can, because if a grown man want to cheat, he gonna find a way to cheat. That's point blank, period. You can check every phone. You can track his location. You can watch every other woman. You can give that man everything that he asks for. But if he want to destroy what y'all built, you can't physically stop him. You can't do it. But here's what I can teach you though. I can teach you how to become a woman who don't have to beg for a man to choose her. Now that's uncheatable. That's uncheatable. See, you don't become uncheatable because your man stopped wanting other women. Nah, you become uncheatable when you stop wanting a relationship so badly that you're willing to let that man betray you to keep the relationship. That's the difference. Becoming uncheatable, it don't mean that can't nobody hurt you no more. Nah. Becoming uncheatable means that somebody hurting you is not gonna make you abandon yourself. Now you gotta love yourself. You gotta be able to say, hey baby, I love you, but I love me more. I want you, but I can survive without you. Hey, I'm willing to fight for us, but I ain't finna sit up here and fight by myself. That's what I'm not finna do. I forgive mistakes, but I'm not gonna finance unlimited disrespect, and I'm not finna keep giving you unlimited chances. And when a man understands that, now he got decisions that he gotta make. Yeah. See, he can change his behavior or he can change his address. He got two choices. But what he can't keep doing, what he cannot keep doing is cheating at a price that he know that he can afford. Because remember what I told y'all at the beginning of this episode. Every time that you caught that man, every time that you caught him, you cried, you argued, you threatened to leave, and you never left. You forgave him, and every time, guess what happened? Things went back to normal. And you didn't teach him that cheating hurt because he knows that it hurt. He knows that it hurt. You know what you taught him? You taught him that hurting you didn't come with a cost. And that right there, that got to change. Not because you playing games, not because you trying to scare that man. Nah, it's because you finally decided that keeping somebody else would never require losing yourself ever again. Now that's uncheatable. Ladies, once your standards become stronger than your fear of being alone, you ain't got to beg for nobody else to stop cheating on you. Nah, either they can become the person that you require them to be, or they can keep it moving. They can keep it moving because either way, you're not going to lose yourself. Nah. Welcome to the Uncheatable Files. And it's still the Hustle Reset. This is the Uncheatable Files. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the above. I'm out.